Hello and welcome to my first fitness product review. Today I'm going to be reviewing shoes, but not just any shoes, cross trainers, shoes that you can use to work out, walk in, live in. So let's get started. I want to make it clear I have no affiliation with any of these shoes, so this is a completely unbiased review. So I've had these for a little while now, these shoes, and I've been working out on them to get a good feel of how they handle different exercises, movements. For example, I've been lunging, I've been walking, I've been carrying weight with them. I've been jumping in them. And more jumping. All right, so let's talk about the shoes. The first shoe is by Vivo Barefoot. I can tell you exactly. These are called the Primus Light Knit, and these are marketed as a very minimalist shoe. They're very, you could see how pliable, how bendable this is. Most shoes you cannot do this with. Very low to the ground. The top is a very soft. So the good thing about this shoe is they're good for what they say in that you do feel very connected to the ground. My issue, I have a couple issues with this shoe. Number one, it doesn't fit true to size. I wear a size 10 and this is a 10, but it definitely feels like a 10 and a half. Sort of feel like I'm wearing a clown shoe when I'm wearing it. But for me, the biggest issue with this shoe is trying to get it on my foot. The way it's designed, the opening is so tight that it takes a little while to get it on my foot, and that's just not realistic. I can't see myself working out in a shoe that every time I want to put it on, I have to really pry it open. So that's a big red flag for me. But as far as staying connected to the ground, as far as overall comfort, it's a pretty good shoe. The next shoe is the Ultra Solstice training shoe. Now this shoe I liked a lot, very comfortable, definitely has a lot more cushioning than the Vivo Barefoot shoe, fits more true to size. I like the look of it. It's obviously not as pliable, not as flexible, but it's not meant to be. This is a shoe that you can train in, but the heel is not that flexible. So I'm sure it may break in over time, but it does bother your heel a little bit, especially when you're flexing your foot. So that's definitely a knock on this shoe. The next shoe is the Tier Drop Zero. Let's see the actual name of this one. I don't remember. Okay, the DZL1 Drop Zero Trainer by Tier. Now, Tier is more of a recent company into the shoe space. They started out in swimming gear, but they've come a long way in a short period of time with their shoes. This is very similar to the Vivo Barefoot. I mean, you can even see the design is very similar. But the big difference between the Tier and the Vivo is it's so much easier to put your foot in. It feels like a slipper. The opening is much more flexible. Your foot slides right in. And again, for someone that works out as much as I do, I have to be able to just throw my shoes on. I don't want it to be a chore getting my shoes on. But, very pliable. I really like this shoe. I was skeptical at first because you do feel almost like you're barefoot on the ground. But what I find is for movements like squatting and lunging, you want to feel more connected and you feel more balanced in this shoe. I really, really was happy with this shoe. And the final shoe to review is the Born Primitive. Let's see. What is the actual name of this shoe? The Born Primitive. Okay, this is the Savage 1. Okay. Now, it's a really cool company because my understanding is the guy that started this company or the people involved are former special ops. So the fact that they were in the military and it's an American-made company is a really big deal to me. And I've heard there's been a lot of buzz about the Born Primitive Savage ones, especially in the CrossFit space. So I was really interested to try these out. I was disappointed. I really expected more from this shoe. I mean, it's okay, but the make of it just doesn't feel like they put a lot of time and thought into the feel, and just the structure of it doesn't feel really high end. It just sort of feels boxy. Again, they're okay. I wouldn't say it's a bad shoe, but compared to the other shoes I have here, it falls short. Okay, now it's time for the winning shoe, and here we go. It's the Tier Drop Zero shoe. Again, most comfortable, feel the most connected to the floor. Although I won't be running much or jumping in this, probably. It's going to be great for lunging and squatting and just carrying weight. So I am looking forward to using this shoe in my daily workouts. Okay, well, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Please comment below if you have any questions about any of these shoes. I'm not an expert by any means. I've only had these shoes for 2 to 3 weeks now, and I've used them plenty, but if you have any highly technical, specific questions, you might want to reach out to the manufacturer. Also, please comment below if you like this and if you want to see me review any other fitness products. If you have a fitness product you want me to review, please reach out to me and I will consider reviewing it for you. Thank you again.